For 6 years, Lucy Maddox lived in absolute silence. Her father, Bruce, a Hells Angels president, spent everything trying to fix it. Dozens of doctors, thousands of dollars, zero results. Then a homeless 10-year-old boy walked up to her in a park, reached into her ear and did the impossible. In 30 seconds, she heard sound for the first time. Daddy. Lucy's lips formed the sound carefully. Her voice was soft, tentative. Bruce heard it, but Lucy didn't. She couldn't hear anything. Lucy had lived in absolute silence. She'd practiced saying Daddy 1,000 times, watching her father's face light up, trusting she'd gotten it right. But she had never heard it, not once. Bruce Ironhand Maddox wasn't easily shaken, but watching his daughter live in silence shook him every day. Lucy tilted her head to the right, her small fingers tapping against her ear, trying to ease invisible pressure. He'd spent thousands trying to fix this. Audiologists, specialists, neurologists. They'd all taken his money, run tests, offered theories. Nerve damage, congenital defect. The answers never came. By age 6, Bruce had seen 17 specialists. He'd spent over $40,000. Everyone looked at Lucy's ear. Everyone missed what mattered. 3 miles away, Tom was fighting for survival. He didn't remember his mother's face anymore, just fragments. What he remembered was the night the shelter caught fire. He was 7. His mother pushed him toward safety. He made it out. She didn't. His father disappeared 8 months later. Tom was 8 and completely alone. Tom didn't beg or steal. Instead, he learned to help. He'd bus tables for breakfast, sweep floors for a few dollars. He lived in corners, on park benches nobody wanted. When Tom became invisible to everyone else, he started seeing what others missed. 6 months earlier, he'd helped an elderly man with an ear blockage. The relief was immediate. Tom never forgot. The park wasn't much. A few swings, a worn slide, patchy grass. But that Tuesday afternoon, it was what Bruce needed. Lucy ran toward the swings, her red dress catching sunlight. 20 feet away, Tom watched from a bench. He noticed immediately her head tilting right, her hand tapping her ear. Tom sat up straighter. When sunlight hit Lucy's face at the right angle, Tom saw it deep in her ear canal, a dark mass, compacted, a blockage causing complete hearing loss. Tom's heart pounded. He could help, but the father was right there, big, intimidating. Tom knew what would happen if he approached. His body moved before his mind could stop it. Bruce reacted instantly. His body shifted between Tom and Lucy. Hey, back up. Tom stopped, hands raised. I'm sorry, but please, something's in her ear. I can see it. I can help. Bruce grabbed Tom's wrist. You've got 5 seconds. There's a blockage deep in the canal. I've helped with this before. Please, let me try. Bruce stepped aside slightly. Tom knelt down, smiled at Lucy. She smiled back. His fingers approached her ear with precision. Bruce stood over them, coiled tight. Tom tilted Lucy's head slightly. There it was, hardened wax and debris compacted over years. His fingers moved into position. Further light touched. Tom began to pull. Gentle, steady pressure. The obstruction resisted, then slid free. It was large, dark, coated in old wax. Then it fell away. Silence. Lucy stood still, eyes unfocused. Then her breath hitched. Her eyes widened. Sound flooded her consciousness for the first time. The breeze rustled trees. Children laughed. A dog barked. Bruce exhaled. Lucy heard it all. Tears spilled down her cheeks. She looked up at her father. Daddy, she whispered. I hear you. Bruce had survived decades in the Hells Angels without shedding tears, but this broke him completely. His knees went weak. He pulled Lucy into his arms. The leaves, she said. Daddy, the leaves are making noise. And that dog. Then he remembered Tom. 6 years, thousands of dollars, dozens of specialists. A barefoot 10-year-old did what none could. Kid, Bruce breathed. You changed my little girl's life. I just wanted to help, Tom said. Bruce didn't think. He removed his Hells Angels vest and draped it over Tom's shoulders. The leather swallowed the boy. You're not alone anymore, Bruce said. You stay with us now. Tom's eyes went glassy with tears. I'm nobody, you're my daughter's miracle, Bruce interrupted. That makes you family. Family doesn't sleep on park benches. You understand? Tom nodded. I'm staying, we'll get you home. Home, Tom had forgotten that word. Within an hour, motorcycles rolled into the Hells Angels clubhouse. Tom stood in the corner, wearing Bruce's vest. Lucy sat beside him, holding his hand. The bikers filed in. Bruce told them the story, 6 years of silence, failed doctors, the park, Tom's extraction, Lucy's first words. This kid gave my daughter something I couldn't buy. He gave her the world. Hammer, an older biker, stepped forward. How old are you? 10, Tom answered quietly. He got family. No, he's been surviving alone for 2 years. Something shifted. These men saw themselves in him. Presidents making him family. Anyone got a problem? Silence. Then Hammer extended his hand. Welcome home, kid. One by one, bikers shook Tom's hand. We'll set him up. Kid needs clothes. School enrollment. By evening's end, Tom had a room, a bed, protection, structure, family. Every evening at 7:30, Lucy appeared at Tom's door. 3 soft taps. Is it time? It's time. They'd sit together while she discovered the world. Tom named sounds, gave context. That's the refrigerator humming. That's crickets outside. That's your own laughter. Lucy, that's what joy sounds like. The boy who'd been invisible was now teaching. The girl who'd lived in silence was discovering. They needed each other. Tom gave Lucy context. Lucy gave Tom purpose. In March, the brotherhood gathered for family dinner. Tom sat surrounded by men who'd become his uncles. He wore a new vest, little brother across the back. Lucy sat beside him, chattering excitedly. Then Lucy stood on her chair. She cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, I love you, Tom. Clear and strong. She heard herself say it. Tom's face crumpled. Tears streamed down. He'd never heard those words before. Not from his mother. Not from his father. Not from anyone. Lucy threw her arms around his neck. Bruce crossed the room, placed his hand on Tom's shoulder. You're my son now. Both of you are my children. 3 years passed. Tom is 13 now, top of his class. He's the kid who notices others, who sits with students, eating alone. Lucy is 9, thriving. Her hearing remains fully functional. She's learning piano, joined choir, discovering music. Every night she still sits with Tom, not to ask, what's that sound, but to be near the person who gave her everything. 6 months after Tom moved in, Bruce proposed, we start a program for homeless kids. The vote was unanimous. They called it Tom's Law. Within 3 years, Tom's story inspired 3 other motorcycle clubs. 47 children across Nevada found families. Bruce was interviewed. Why has your organization been so successful? Because we don't see them as problems. We see them as people who deserve family. That's all any kid needs, someone who sees them. Later, watching Tom do homework and Lucy practice piano, Dutch heard Bruce whisper, I thought I was saving him. Turns out he saved all of us. Sometimes miracles ripple outward, touching lives we'll never know. It all started with a barefoot boy, a deaf little girl, and 30 seconds in a park that changed everything.